What the hell should I cook today?
I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Liver and fava beans. Well, that sounds delicious.
Alright, first thing you want to do for these liver and beans is grab about a half a pound of bacon, and you want to roughly cut it into about inch pieces. Then you want to place the bacon in the pot that we're going to make our beans in, and you want to fry that bacon up. Alright, and while that bacon is frying up, you just want to keep stirring it so, of course, it doesn't stick to the bottom. Then when you're starting to get a bunch of little bubbles, you want to add, about a half a cup of beef broth, just enough to cover the bacon, and then let that simmer for a while. About, 15-20 minutes. Add a little salt, and you want to be careful because there's a ton of salt in bacon, and of course a ton of salt in the broth. But add a little bit of salt, put it over the top, and then of course add a generous amount of pepper. And you want to stir that up. Okay, once they're done simmering for a little bit, it's time to add the beans. Now, these are not fava beans. I tried to find fava beans. I couldn't. These are cannelli beans. These are fairly close. So, yeah. Full disclosure, couldn't find fava beans. Now you want to stir them in. Okay, then you want to add the rest of the beef broth, or just enough to cover it. It came up to about 3 cups, what I put in this, but just enough to cover it, give it a little bit of liquid in there, and then you want to return it to the simmering. Oh, and you want to, of course, add some more pepper. You can never have too much pepper. There is one last little ingredient that I forgot to mention, and you are going to want to add this because, much like bacon, it makes everything taste delicious, and that is about a half a stick of butter. Just put that in there like that and let it melt. Okay, now you want to get the liver in a pan with some oil in it. I'm using peanut oil. And the liver has been marinating in a thing of water and lemon juice. It's about a couple of cups of water to about a half a cup of lemon juice. The reason you want the acid in there is you want to take that kind of bitterness away as much as you can of the liver. The thing is, even though this is beef liver, you still have to, believe it or not, cook it well done. Beef, as we all know, doesn't have to be well done, but all the bacteria in it lives on the surface. But liver, because of its function inside mammal bodies and it's dealing with all the crap in the body, can have a few more things lurking inside and in the meat itself. So for liver, even though it is beef, you must go to well done. Oh, and I marinated this for about 4 hours or so. Once again, it's water and it is lemon juice. You could probably just do pure lemon juice if you like. You just want to get that acidity to draw that kind of bitter taste of liver out. And then you just want to throw on about 1 sliced up red onion. And then cook for, about 5-10 minutes until it's about 165 or done all the way through. Okay, through the miracle of modern cooking show editing techniques, the liver is in fact done. Like I said, it takes about 10-15 minutes. You want to get it good and cooked. Then you want to take this and put it on a plate to rest while we finish up with our beans. Lastly, after the beans have been simmering for a while, you want to add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of water that you've kind of mixed around in a small glass. This is just a thickening agent to make sure that those beans, when you put them on top of that liver, are nice and thick. Okay, so after you've added the cornstarch and let it thicken everything up, it's time to pull these beans off the heat, and we're going to be ready to serve our liver and beans. Okay, to serve this, you want to take one of the pieces of liver. Don't worry if it's cooled, because you're going to pour those piping hot beans right on top of it. And that's it. Hannibal Lecter's liver and beans. Done.
Well, that's how you make Hannibal Lecter's liver and beans. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a fresh beer, and I think I'm going to have an old friend for dinner. That's too much effort.